Hello again. So, obviously I look vastly different than I do the last time I shot this video. And I want to talk about a couple of things. Essentially, I want to start by saying that the intention behind this video and every video that I record on this channel is more... It's more about the interaction that I have with you guys. It's, whoever watches this. It's an opportunity to take what I've got up in here and to paint it for you in visual form so that you can be a part of myself and so that you can also be a part of the idea. And, some of the ideas that I have aren't original ideas. They might be original in the sense that they've come from me, but not original in the sense that I'm the first one to have them. And I know that some people can relate to some of the topics that I talk about here, and maybe I can offer some profound insight, and maybe not at all. But I want to create that dialogue. That's what's important for me when I shoot these. It's about creating a dialogue, even if the dialogue isn't external, even if it's not about comments and people that send me messages, and some of you do. I want it to be about an internal dialogue as well. You talking to yourself, right? Some people call that a monologue. No, it's a dialogue. The external you, the internal you, talking back and forth can be some of the most meaningful conversations that you ever have. And I want to stimulate that. I want to take what I've got right here and then push that to you and then let you come to terms with your own feelings and emotions that have been sparked as a result of this video. I want to talk first about eliminating negativity in your life, getting rid of it. And it's obviously impossible to do. There will always be some level of negativity in the world, and you've got to manage that. You're going to find it in your workspace, you're going to find it in your personal life, you're going to find it everywhere. Strangers will be negative to you, and you have to deal with that and manage that. But there's also a level of subjecting yourself to unnecessary negativity. People who will tear down your ideas and tear down you and tear down what it is that you have built or that you're trying to build. There's this person that no matter what you do, it's not going to be good enough. It's going to be doing it in the wrong way. When you try to build something new, they'll say, it's great that you're building something, but I wish you would have built this instead. Or you should build this. Why aren't you building this? And then, if you had built the other thing, they'd say, why didn't you build the first thing? It's always going to be, why didn't you do something else while they themselves do nothing? And it's a really powerful resentment that it'll build inside when you start dealing with these people. And it'll demotivate you to not want to do anything, because you know that as soon as you put something forth, it's just going to be just ridiculed endlessly. And some ridicule is really good because it'll positively help you to decide what improvements need to be made, what you should be doing differently. But overall, this never-ending, over-embellished negativity gets you nowhere. And so, a couple of years ago, about 2.5, 3 years ago, I made a conscious decision to eliminate the amount of people in my life that I felt fell into that category. Not just that. I set 3 categories forth. I said 3 things, 3 characteristics. Is it going to be a person that offers me growth in life, whether it be financial growth, a job, personal growth? Is there going to be an opportunity to grow with this person? Can I rely on this person in a time of need? And is this person emotionally positive, emotionally supportive to me? And if they fell in none of those 3 categories, if they can't help me, if they're not going to support me, and if the person is overall, if there's no positive gain, they can't help me in any possible way, they are not even going to support me, and it's nothing that's going to put me any farther in life, I cut them out. I cut over, I'd say probably 60% of the people that I associate with were gone in a 24-hour period. And some people that I had known for years were on that list of people that I considered. I heavily weighed on myself as to whether or not they were essential. Were they somebody that was going to help build me up? And I purged it. And the happiness that I felt afterwards, it was immediate. I immediately noticed a change in the tone of when I did something. It was met with, not just praise. I didn't want that. I don't want unending praise. Nobody deserves unending praise, right? Unending praise is what happens when you raise a kid and you shelter him with nothing but you're special and you're beautiful and everything you make is going to be unique and it's going to be great because you made it. And then they get this sense of entitlement. I don't want a sense of entitlement. I want what I earn, right? And when I build something, I want to have feedback, but I also want to have realistic analysis. I want to really be introspective. I want to be candid about it. So I eliminated those people out of my life. And the change was really profound. And now I'm faced, because I thought they were like a toxic cloud, so I just removed it. Black clouds, be gone. I have no time and energy for that in my life. I ditched it. Now I'm faced with a different kind of conundrum, a crossroad. And the crossroad is that the person whom fits the same characteristics as the people that I eliminated 2.5, 3 years ago is myself. I've come to this point where I'm starting to tear myself down more than normal. Normally, I did a video on negative motivation, and I still motivate myself negatively. I still really crush certain characteristics of myself in order to get them gone. Eliminate them, and that way they're not a part of me anymore. It builds a stronger character, it builds a stronger me. But I'm starting to reach this point where I am tearing down myself in more ways than one. And there's a source to this that I've identified. I know what the source is. And it is a person who has done nothing to merit any negativity towards them. And I'm being intentionally vague here. But the point is that I'm faced with this crossroad of eliminating that in order to build a stronger me. And it's a very difficult choice because it's again the polar opposite to a decision that I already made that brought me much joy. Do I go down this road where suddenly the example that I'll make is you have this situation like in sci-fi movies where they implement this robotic police force who's going to get rid of all the crime, and then the police force gets rid of all the crime, but then they start cracking down on shit that's not really crime. And you got the kid who puts the ice cream cone in his pocket or skips a stone across the park, and the police force has nothing to do, so they're bullying around kids and essentially arresting and killing people who we as humans understand that's not real crime, but to them it's the prime directive, no crime, beep boop, fuck you. And when you have that situation, this is where I'm at. Am I reaching that point now where I need to eliminate that crime too? I need to get rid of that aspect of myself, and I need to remove all temptation and all catalysts that cause me that kind of feeling? Or do I just deal with that? Do I just manage it and I just say, it's okay. It's okay that you are breaking yourself. You're busting certain bones because they will regenerate, they will repair, they'll be stronger in the end. And I'm reaching this point where I don't know what the answer is. And I got about 2 days to make that decision. And it's a difficult decision. And I don't know what the answer is. And when I have the answer, I'll probably do another video. But I want to take my experience and push that out to you and say, do you have anything like this? Has there been a time in your life where you have identified yourself as the antagonist, but in order to fix it, you have to eliminate the protagonist? Because it's a weird situation. This thought that I must arrest the kid kicking the stone in order to achieve real lasting justice. And I don't know that I can validate my decision to do that. You have a good day then.